The first round of World Cup qualifying matches between Nigeria and Mozambique also resulted in a draw. If Mozambique had held Nigeria to another draw, it would have led to the end of Nigeria's 2010 World Cup dreams.
But this man will head a goal for us. We smile. I just say, Ego!
Who is that man? Super Eagles striker Victor Obinna Nsoffor indeed headed a goal for Nigeria in the dying seconds of the match after connecting to a cross with a swift header straight into the back of the net.
Ego! We smile differently today.
Truly, the results brought joy throughout Nigeria as their 2010 World Cup hopes were rekindled.
The first last-minute winner.
Let us recall the words of Prophet T.B. Joshua.
I learned you play ball today. Do you want me to talk about it? Do you want me to talk about it? In fact, I forgot you. Because this man was heading ball like a footballer. I quickly remember that you have ball today. We need a goal to lead the other people. If you can have just one goal to lead them. We need a goal ahead of these people. It's not every time they will beat us. Yeah? Why are you laughing? Why? I say, how can everybody come here and beat us? Draw. Ego! We smile differently today. In fact, I've forgotten the issue of ball. But this man will head a goal for us. We smile. I just say, Ego! Ego!
The following Sunday, Ambassador John Fashanu, a special advisor to President Yar'Adua for the FIFA 2010 World Cup, came to the Synagogue Church of All Nations to testify concerning the prophetic revelation God had given Prophet T.B. Joshua concerning the outcome of the match between Nigeria and Mozambique. Let's listen to the ambassador.
My name is Ambassador John Fashanu, one of the special advisors to Mr. President on the 2010 World Cup. Thank you. Last week, we had arguably the most important game in Nigeria's history on the 2010 World Cup. Those of you who are football lovers will know it has been a difficult time in football. We have taken abuse. We have taken plastic bottles being thrown at the players, the advisors. This game was a special game because the man of God prophesied Nigeria, Tunisia would be a draw. 1 minute to go, we were leading 2-1, and we're at home in Abuja. And we conceded the most ridiculous goal I have ever seen in my 20 years of professional football. And at the end of the game, there was no point myself or any of the technical team shouting at the players because they knew that they had messed up. We now had the game in Mozambique, and I called the man of God. And I said, "Man of God, what do you think?" When the man of God now called back, I think it was days later, and told me, "Ambassador, Nigeria are going to win by 1 goal." I was delighted. I went back and I told the players, I told the governor, I told the other special advisors. Everybody was still very worried. When we were getting in the bus, we had our green and white Nigeria shirts on. But I noticed some of the other technical advisors had little bags with plain shirts on. Because towards the end of the game, if we lose, we're out of the World Cup, we would be finished walking around with our Nigerian shirts on. So they were disbelievers. And I thought myself, I've made a mistake. Maybe I should bring a plain shirt to put it on, because if we lose, there's going to be an awful lot of abuse. I told the governor exactly what the man of God said, and I had 2 governors, 1 commissioner sitting with me, next to me in the stand. At half-time, we were 1-1, and I was still finding it difficult to understand how a team of 11 of some of the best players and the highest players, professional salary earners in Nigeria, were drawing to the normal team of Mozambique. So there was a problem. I was worried. 10 minutes to the end of the game, I was pouring with sweat. We were already receiving plastic bottles because the supporters were seeing Fash, JJ, Shegun Adegbomi, all the other advisors, and we were under pressure. 7 minutes to the end of the game, the 2 commissioners and the governors brushed by me rudely, as if to say it's my fault. I didn't acknowledge it. I remembered what the man of God said. And I was under pressure now because I was not going to get out. 5 minutes to the end of the game, and I'm sorry to say, I'd almost given up hope. My heart was beating. They were looking at me, they were looking at us, and I thought, this is it, we're finished. Number 1, we're out of a job. Number 2, we're out of the World Cup. And a World Cup in Africa without Nigeria is a disaster. 3 minutes to go, and my phone rang. And I always keep my phone in my sock. I bent down. While I was down, I said a little prayer, please. I picked up the phone, and it was the man of God. I picked the phone. I was down. I'm not going to lie to anybody. I was beaten. 3 minutes to go. Job, career, everything, Nigeria, out. The man of God was on the phone. This was not a call I wanted to take because I thought he might say, sorry, Ambassador, I've made a mistake. The countdown, 3 minutes, as the man was on the phone, the man of God was on the phone, I still cannot understand it. As I was on the phone, he was telling me, go! I can say he was on the phone. I have never experienced anything like it in my life. I come from the UK, where the impossible is the impossible. We're now in a realm where the impossible is possible. And the man of God has made it so. All of the players and the staff know fully well we played terribly. Somewhere up there, thank you to the man of God, we had the hand of God who helped us. So we're through, and the question we all ask the man of God is, how are we going to do against Kenya on the 14th? Thank you.
Wow. Can you see the question my brother is asking me now? In the eyes of the whole world, where one thing is clear, we have not done anything to bring about that prophecy. Therefore, all boasting is excluded.
To witness the power of prophecy firsthand on a personal, local, and international level, join us every Sunday for our live service on Emmanuel TV at 9 a.m. West Africa time, 10 a.m. Central Africa time, 3 p.m. Indochina time, 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, 12 a.m. Pacific time, and 3 a.m. USA Eastern Standard Time. Remain blessed and remember always, God is still saying something.